So if you guys haven't watched the last video already, we just bought the Sony A7S III, a beast of a camera, and we're still learning how to use it, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a lot of low light testing today with this camera. And I actually also brought along Harleen, if you guys haven't met her already, and she'll be using the A7 III, which is on the tripod right now, just to get a little bit of practice so she can help us out a lot more in future videos, right Harleen?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think I've already surpassed you in skill.
Okay, anyways, let's get going. That's pretty good. If you haven't noticed already, I've put the label of the A7S III on the corner of this video so you guys know that this particular footage is shot with this camera. And you know what's really awesome about this camera is that I'm actually looking not at the lens, but at the screen on the side, the flip out screen, and it feels so good to be able to see myself and like check out all these compositions and make sure that you can actually see them as well. You guys see that back there? That is actually an aircraft carrier. In San Diego, we're a military city, so we got some of these big boys out here. And then, you know, we got Harleen, just, yeah.
And remember to like and subscribe because even though he's not Steven Spielberg, he's the next best thing.
So if you haven't figured it out already, it's actually the 4th of July here in San Diego, and that's freaking awesome because for us, since we're doing a low light test, there's going to be a lot of different low light scenarios. Isn't that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Do you even know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. So a really interesting fact about this camera is that it's dual ISO. So what that means is when you're turning up the ISO in this camera, yeah, it'll get grainy after a certain point. Let's say you push it to like 4500, the ISO, it'll get grainy. But if you actually just then shoot it up, instead of staying at the 45, you shoot it up to 12,800, it clears up again, which is really interesting. And I'm actually on 12,800 ISO right now, and it looks pretty clean. So far, low light test is on fire. This camera is definitely worth the money that we spent on it. Yeah. I mean, well, you didn't spend a thing. So we've reached the edge of the pier here, and this is actually where we're gonna watch the 4th of July fireworks, and that's gonna be pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
Your enthusiasm is absolutely horrible. But this will be a fantastic test to see how this camera holds. We're probably still shooting at 12,800, sorry, not probably, we are still shooting at 12,800 ISO, and we're probably still going to. It seems pretty crisp on the screen of the camera, but we'll actually see how that turns out in the footage you'll be seeing very, very soon. There's a lot of people here, a lot more than I expected, but California did just get like the masks, what is it called?
Mask mandate.
Yeah, the mask mandate removed, so people everywhere. As far as I can tell, that firework footage should have turned out pretty freaking awesome. What do you think?
I think so. I think it was pretty dope.
Yeah, there's this one shot where we tried to get the reflection in the phone, and actually on my wristwatch right here, the wristwatch didn't work out too well, but our phone, we kind of got it. Yeah. I hope Anuj, editor Anuj, make sure to actually put that in there. And I think what we're gonna do now is just get some cool time lapses in the city, things of that nature, just to show how it works in typical low light settings. And that totally did not happen because we didn't realize that there was gonna be heavy traffic. It was 4th of July. Of course there was gonna be traffic in downtown, so we couldn't get any time lapses because there was literally no movement in downtown. None of the cars were moving at any intersection. It took us hours to get out of downtown San Diego. That being said though, I wanted to point out this whole time in these different low light situations, one of the things I really liked about the A7S III was the autofocus, even in darker areas, darker forms of light. And that's what's crazy to me because my A7 III, the camera that's on this tripod right now, did have some trouble autofocusing at night in particular situations, and that kind of made the process a little bit harder and harder to manual focus as well. So this thing an extreme beast. And I would say this low light test overall was just absolutely fantastic. I fell in love with the A7S III and its capabilities. I definitely wish I could get another one of these, but for now, my trusty A7 III and the A7S III is a deadly combination, and I don't think I'll need any more cameras for a super long time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I'm getting used to the camera's capabilities, and I'm definitely learning S-Log 3 still, but it's dialing in, so the content that's going to be coming out on this channel are going to be pristine. See you guys next Wednesday. Take care, guys.